Hello everybody, Lucarios here and welcome to week 3
of SPDL Season 5 in the Gallade Division. And this week I'm taking on Pulsie and the ASUmarills. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that one properly. Probably some sports team in America I've never heard of. But this matchup is interesting because I feel like part of it is really, really good for me and part of it is really, really bad for me. Which you might understand what you mean. What I mean by that in the next 10 minutes or so. But Pulsie's doing really well this season. She's also 2-0, just like we are. There's 4 teams currently at 2-0, and she's 4th, I believe, on differential. We're currently top on differential, but there's not going to be 4 teams at +3 after this week because one of us has to lose here. She's new to the division as well. She actually got promoted from Curlier last season, finishing top of the regular season. So clearly a very good battler and doing really well so far in the Gallade Division. So hopefully we can, well, not knock her down a peg. That sounds really mean, but get a win. Keep the good momentum going. So this team is it's scary. Mega Mobile, just obviously incredible threat with huge power. Just hits so hard with great priority and sucker punch. Really, really big threat, and thankfully I do have something in Heatran that switches into it very well. Otherwise, I've just realised my item is wrong, it didn't change. We'll just work offline, that's fine. I need that, because you'll understand momentarily. So back to this. Slowbro is just a really good wall. It can be physical or special. Probably special in this matchup to check kind of Heatran and Kieran. You kind of run that, just teleports, future sights, pivots around, just helps get in the Mega Marwile really easily and supports the team really well. So it's a really good combination and complements the weaknesses of Mega Marwile really well. Rotom Heat can be defensive, or on this team especially it can be very offensive as well. It's got a good speed stat, can be Scarf, can be Nasty Plot, but more likely I think in this matchup it checks something like a Kieran really well, or checks Heatran really well. It can be run just especially bulky or physically bulky to check Rillaboom really well. Just come in, Volt Switch around, click Overheat maybe, Will-O-Wisp, and do stuff like that and be really effective in the matchup. Nidoking is a really big threat on the special side. I don't really have good things to switch into it. The combination, not even just like the combination of ground and poison, but in terms of all the other stuff it can do as well. Really scary. Swallow, you might think unassuming to begin with, but she's actually brought it to both games so far and it's her kill leader. So definitely aware of what the Swallow can do. Just a massive, just specs boom burst hits incredibly hard. You can also run it physical, and it's a threat as well. So definitely a lot of things to be wary of with the Swallow. I do have pretty good things to deal with it though. Galvantula gives her a sticky web option, which with stuff like Nidoking on this team and Mega Mobile, that's really scary. Galvantula on its own right can do some good things offensively as well, but it's mainly there as a sticky web option. Chansey is just bulky, pretty much. Chansey is just really annoying. It's like the extreme version of the Snorlax I faced last week, which almost beat me. But obviously it can't curse or anything, it just sits there and is annoying. So there's that. Superior can be really scary if you don't prep for it well, because I've been swept by Superior before. Because if you let it get those leaf storms up, then it's just impossible to switch into. Thankfully, I have a couple of really good things against it, so I'm not sure how likely the Superior Bring is. Same with Toxtricity, although to a lesser degree. I think something like a Specs Toxtricity could actually be really strong against me. For sure, it hits really hard. With an electric and poison's good coverage plus boom burst, hits pretty much everything. And then Shedinja isn't really worth mentioning here. She might bring it at some point, but I don't see it being this week. As 6 I think she'll bring, I feel like Mega Marwile definitely, Slowbro it's like, but then other than that I'm like, well, could really be anything. I think the Nidoking is very likely. It has a good matchup offensively against a lot of my stuff. I think Swallow is very likely for a similar reason. It's got a good speed tier in the matchup. I think Toxtricity is pretty likely. And I feel like Rotom Heat and Chansey are very likely, but I feel like, do you not bring Slowbro here? And I could genuinely see a world where she doesn't bring Slowbro here and she brings Marwile, Rotom, Nidoking, Swallow, Chansey, and Toxtricity. Slowbro is very good though, so I've still obviously prepped for it loads, but I'm not quite sure. It's definitely a tough matchup to predict the 6 she brings here, because the team's very solid overall and everything does have a matchup. Anything could come and put in work here. Like if she wants to run webs, then Galvantula's really good and all of that. It's like I can't really. It's not like last week where I could go, these 5 are definitely coming, plus one other. I really have no idea if there's any of those 10 could easily come to this game. So let's talk about my team and what I'm bringing and why I'm bringing it. So starting off with this Heatran here with the Choppleberry, with Flamethrower, Toxic, Stealth Rock, and Ancient Power. This is primarily a Mega Mawile check. I have speed to creep max speed Mawile. I originally had it all in defense, but then it's like, I'd rather just be faster and not take the second hit, basically. So I'm faster. I've got the Choppleberry just in case it's a Sword Stance set, because then Brick Break would kill. So she clicks Sword Stance on the switch. I'm alive with Choppleberry, and then I don't have to worry about that potentially being a thing. If she doesn't know I'm faster, that could be a thing. But it's just bulky, and I just take hits well. Toxic's really nice on the switch, because as good as Heatran is against a lot of stuff on this team, a lot of other stuff just completely walls it. The Chansey, the Slowbro, the Rotom, and getting Toxic off on those on the switch is very advantageous. Rocks are on there as well, just because I couldn't fit Rocks on later in the team, and Rocks are actually very decent in this matchup in the right circumstances. If I can knock off some items, or the Shedinja comes to the game or something, Stealth Rock can actually be really, really good. And then Ancient Power's on there just because, for the Rotom, just because there's nothing better to really put on there. I could have put Nature Power on there to hit Slowbro, but I'm not as concerned about hitting Slowbro as I am about hitting Rotomito. And I think from her perspective, Rotom is a better Heatran check than Slowbro is as well. So I think Ancient Power is a better use of a move there, because it is less expected, I feel like. Then we've got a Choice Band in Rillaboom, and you might be thinking, looking at the matchup, that's very strange to maybe even bring the Rillaboom to this game, but with my team, I kind of get forced into bringing Rillaboom, otherwise I can't really beat Slowbro and Chansey. I just don't really have the things to do it. I need this Rillaboom with the Choice Band here to actually have the damage output to do that. So we've got U-Turn, Grassy Glide, Knockoff, and High Horsepower, Max Stack, Adamant, Choice Band. Grassy Glide actually does 2-shot a good chunk of the team, and 3-shots everything, apart from physically defensive Rotom Heat. It does. Glide just puts in so much work here as a potential late game option, but more so it's just always there to threaten Slowbro on the switch, and I can just click U-Turn or Knockoff and get some good utility there to work up towards my sweeping option. This isn't the sweeping option. It was a case of with this team, it's you build a 5 with this team that works really well against a lot of options, and then I have to bring Rillaboom to check the Slowbro because I don't have anything that's better to do it. So Rillaboom's basically the 6th team member here. It's not going to be doing a load of work, and I'm not confident in the Surge being up that much, so that's why I didn't really go with Nature Power either on the Heatran. We've got an Assault Vest Kyurem here, which you might think is a little bit strange. You look at this EV spread over here with the 184 Timid, 252 Special Defense, 72 Special Attack. This is essentially a very tailored set to the Nidoking. I come in with the Assault Vest, I take a hit from Nidoking pretty well. I take like 35% from an Earth Power, which isn't too bad. I'm then guaranteed faster with all the speed, and then even only with 72 Special Attack, Ice Beam is always a guaranteed kill, and Freeze Dry is like min 95. Draco does like min 80. It essentially just checks the Nidoking really well, and I can switch up moves. I can hit the Slowbro pretty hard with Freeze Dry. I can Draco something like the Rotom for a lot of damage. There's not really good Draco switchings on the team other than Mawile, which obviously doesn't want to take an Earth Power, and I'm always faster. Soft Punch isn't going to be doing that much to Kyurem because it's natural bulk. And I actually thought this set could actually do really, really well just on its own entirely. So I do like the idea of this set quite a bit. Then got this. We've then got this Gligar. With U-Turn, Earthquake, Defog, and Roost. Very standard Gligar here. I had Knockoff on there for a while, but then I changed my mind later on when I worked out I had other Knockoff users. Your guess as to what the speed is for, I don't remember. It might be for Toxtricity. Gligar is like deceptively fast, so it's probably for Mawile actually. I can check that. It's 219. Yeah, it's for Mawile. You probably couldn't see that very well, but because of the way I've cropped the screen, but it's got the same speed stat as Heatran here, so it's always faster than the Mawile, so I can, if I need to, this can take one hit from Mawile on the switch and then Earthquake doesn't lock back. Primarily though, this is here to check the Toxtricity, because I don't really have good things to do that otherwise. Also takes on the Garvantula really well. I can just click U-Turn on all of these things and get my big hitters in going forward. It's not really a matchup where I click Earthquake on something, because you just bring in something defensive and it just walls it completely. Like this set gets completely walled by Rotom, even though I think Gligar is actually one of your better switches to Rotom. And it's true, I can basically come in on Rotom, take any hit really well, and then you turn out on the following turn, I should be slower. I think, yeah, I should be slower. So then I then get something else in to threaten the Rotom instead. So this is kind of a very, very, very passive piece this week. It's just there to pivot in, take a hit, pivot out again. And then Defog's there just in case hazards get a bit out of hand, if I don't want rocks on the field or something, if Aerodactyl's weakened, as you can see there. So Aerodactyl is then the sweeper option here, late game. I'm faster than her entire team, outside of Scarfers. And the thing that you'll notice about her team, and I think it's the one weakness here for her team, is that there aren't that many good Scarfers here, outside of something like a Toxtricity, which isn't that fast. With the Scarf, which it'll still be faster than Aerodactyl anyway. So this is it's a Life Orb set with Stone Edge, Dual Wing Beat, Earthquake, and Hone Claws. And after a Hone Claws, with the exception of Chansey and Slowbro, obviously, if they're physically defensive, I two-shot the entire team. So essentially, and I one-shot a lot of the team as well. So essentially, the idea is I want to work around, hit stuff really hard with Rillaboom, get Toxics off, pivot around, do some damage with Kyurem, all to set up for Aerodactyl to be able to sweep the game at +1 with Hone Claws, after a Hone Claws at +1. Get rid of any Scarfers as well, that's a key part, because otherwise I'm not the fastest thing. But then I am the fastest thing, Hone Claws can then go and really put in work, and the accuracy is really nice and stuff like Stone Edge, because obviously I didn't miss a tool last week, so that's awesome. And the Life Orb is just there for a little bit of extra damage. I think it guarantees a two-shot on Specially Defensive Chansey, but why would you run Specially Defensive Chansey when it's so bulky on the special side anyway? So there's that, and I think it guarantees it on Specially Defensive Slowbro as well, which I think is probably the bring to this game. And then finishing it off, Guzzlord coming back again. I didn't think it would be coming back so soon, but it is. Another Assault Vest set here with Knockoff, Heat Crash, Rock Slide, and Stomping Tantrum. Now, I actually originally had an Assault Vest Manaphy in this slot, but if you look at her team, you might think, well, what does Manaphy actually do that well against? And the answer is pretty much just the Nidoking, which Kyurem was already there to do, and Kyurem I think does it a bit better, because Kyurem does it better for a specific reason. It's because Nidoking can't run coverage that's super effective against Kyurem unless she wants to run Focus Blast, which is like, why would you run Focus Blast in this matchup? I mean, you could, but it seems a bit weird. Whereas Thunderbolt is like a fairly likely bring, especially after the Manaphy sweep last week that I pulled off. So I thought Kyurem made more sense there. It's the more unexpected check, so the thing she'd be less likely to prep for well. But then you can think, well, I then need something better to check the Superior. I need something that checks not Galvantula, but something that can secondary check Toxtricity, something that can check Swallow well. And Guzzlord actually does all of that really, really well. It's actually the thing on my team that takes a Specs Boom Burst the best, which is kind of attributed down to a lack of special bulk I drafted, but less said about that the better. And Knockoff does a surprising amount of damage to a lot of the team. It does over half to a lot of the team. And Heat Crash does 60% to Mega Mawile. So essentially, the first time Guzzlord comes in, I'm hard clicking Heat Crash on her going Mawile to take a knockoff. So that's really nice. Rock Slide hits the Swallow a little bit harder if we're in a 1v1 scenario, and Stomping Tantrum hits the Nidoking a little bit harder if we want it in a one-on-one scenario. So there's that. But no, Heat Crash could be really cool tech, especially if I come in on the Superior, because Heat Crash actually does more to that as well. So it's kind of the basic click to click Heat Crash. She then could go. She could then go Mawile, that's the name of it. She could then go Mawile, and then just catch a Heat Crash thinking a knockoff is coming. So Guzzlord could end up being really, really good this match, I think. It has a surprisingly good matchup. As for the stuff I didn't bring, I already talked about Manaphy, and Assault Vest Manaphy was really not bad here, but it did exactly the same thing that Kyurem would do here. So it's like, and I think Kyurem did it better. So it was just a case of actually having a good team composition, because I do want to use Manaphy more, because I really enjoyed it last week, and I think I enjoy looking at what it can do in matchups, but it's not always the best at the role I want it to do. So that's just a bit unfortunate. Weezing just doesn't check anything really. That's the only thing. Like, look, if you look at that team, what is Weezing doing that well against? Literally nothing. The only thing that Weezing achieves me in this matchup is I forced the Mawile to run Iron Head, which limits her move slots. So that's nice at least. So there's that. Azelf isn't terrible, but just gets hard-walled by Slowbro. Hard-walled by the Slowbro, hard-walled by the Chansey as well, unless I run physical, which I could. Yeah, physical Azelf wouldn't have been bad, but it's like, I think the stuff I have is better. But I think for a potential rematch, Azelf is definitely an option if I wanted to do something different. And then Hitmonlee, you see Slowbro So actually, yeah, if you look at my entire team overall, Slowbro is probably coming to this game, actually, now that I think about it. But Hitmonlee just doesn't have the damage output to really put in enough work here. Because I'd have to run Grassy Seed and be fast, because otherwise stuff like Swallow just revenges me every time. Which, like, again, it's not terrible, but it's like there's just too many things that do very well against Hitmonlee here for me. And what's the other thing on my team I haven't brought to this game? Really test my team knowledge, this. Manaphy, Azel, oh no, that's all of them, So we'll hop into the match momentarily against Pulsie.
Okay, and welcome to the match, everybody. Unfortunately, my video editor decided to delete the first minute or so of my live audio here, so you'll just have to deal with me post-commentating this bit to start with. I'll try and remember the best, as I was saying, as possible. So I'm pretty sure I was very happy with the 6 I see here, not because I match up that well against a lot of stuff, but because it was kind of the 6 I was expecting. I feel like I prepped pretty well for that 6 overall. I don't really remember what my lead consideration was, I'll be honest. I think I was trying to predict what she wanted to lead, and I was saying, well, either she leads Slowbro to try and teleport, Marwile to try and just get a big hit off and Mega Revolve or something, or Rotom to maybe get momentum, or potentially Toxtricity lead if she just wanted to hit something hard. So I thought Gligar matched up the best against most of those lead scenarios, so I ended up leading Gligar here. I don't really know when I need to record to on this, so it might cut out quite randomly. But yeah, there's that. It cuts out just before turn 2, so I think once we get to my play after turn 1, I'll cut the audio, and then you might have to deal with a few seconds of silence. For that, I don't know what I'm talking about in this bit of the video. It was probably something relevant. Maybe not, though. So yeah, we'll just be there. How's everyone's day today? Leave a comment, everybody. So here, jeez, I really do waffle at the start of games, don't I? What am I doing here? Like, I'm probably going over like, oh, this is probably this Rotom, or it's probably this Chansey, or my Aerodactyl looks really nice here. Oh, I might finally be doing my lead. Am I? Maybe. Or not. Maybe I'm considering. I think I considered a Rillaboom lead as well, just because it was kind of the expendable member. And I was kind of more linked to that. And then I could have just U-turned on something or knocked off, got rid of an item. But I do end up leading Gligar here, as I think I'm about to do. Or not. I'm just really slow, jeez. This is painful. Like, this is actually painful. What the heck? Do something. What are you waiting for? I said it's a minute. This is literally 2 minutes before I've even got to turn 1. Like, what am I doing here? Ignore that Discord notification. Here is the start, and we're here. I'm just like, oh, it's a Slowbro. The Slowbro probably clicks Toxic or Scald. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to U-turn. The only issue I had was I didn't know whether I wanted to U-turn into Rillaboom or something else. So I think I do just click U-turn here, because like, you're not staying in with Gligar just in case she pulled a switch or something. U-turn was a good play. I'm pretty sure I just U-turn and then consider what I'm trying to do. Yeah, please just click U-turn. Oh my god. I clicked U-turn, and then I was thinking, there we go, I clicked U-turn. So I U-turn, and then I'm thinking, okay, Rillaboom, right? But then I was thinking, well, if he scolds Rillaboom, I don't want to get burned. That kind of ruins everything, so definitely didn't want that to happen. So I was thinking that Kyurem also could have been a good play as well, and I'm pretty sure the audio is about to come back in, so I will cut this off here. Well, boy was I wrong. I need to get to 1918 for audio to come back in. So I'm just going to stall here for a little bit so there's not awkward silence in the video. So yeah, there's this. I guess things I could maybe mention if someone doesn't know, the season is 8 weeks long. If that's at all relevant to anyone, because I don't think I ever mentioned it in the video. But so being 2-0 is actually a really good position, and I'm pretty much safe from relegation already, so I was very happy with that. But so yeah, and being 2-0 supposed to be right in the playoff conversation as well, which is nice, because that's always what you want to do. You always want to try and make playoffs, you know.
Not quite sure what that's for. You could click Ice Beam here, actually. I feel like Kyurem's actually the safer play, because I don't want to get burned on Rillaboom. That's the one thing I definitely don't want to happen. Because Guzzlord kind of doubles up on the Toxtricity and the Nidoking here. So I'm good to actually go Kirim and finally get Kirim on the field here, I think there's a... Like, teleport is getting clicked here, right? That's like, we can pretty much guarantee that teleport is going to get clicked here. Now, I feel like I'm going to go Rillaboom. Because, assuming the teleport's coming, which I feel like it should be, oh, there's a Trick Room. There's a Trick Room. Okay, so... That doesn't really matter, though, because... Nothing wants to take a Glide still. That's the issue she faces now, like... What wants to come in and take a Glide? She could predict... It's probably more, I feel like either the Mobile, the Nidoking, or the Toxtricity. Oh, it's going to be the Rotom actually, isn't it? The Rotom's going to be the check. It might even be Rocket Helmet Rotom, taking notes from Matt last week. She's not staying in, I can tell you that much. But actually, knocking off the Rotom's item... knocking off the Rotom's item could actually be really helpful here. I don't think she goes Mobile. I feel like that's a weird play. So I'm gonna... She could also click Teleport, potentially, and be slower, but there's a switch coming here, so I'm gonna click Knock Off on whatever wants to come in. She goes into Rotom. This is gonna take a lot from that. Oh my goodness me. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. 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 I did not expect that to do as much damage as it did. Holy moly. Yeah, so that's specially defensive. That is specially defensive. Checking the Kirim, I guess. So no, that's a misclick. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, thank God. Jeez. Oh my... Well, this thing's in now. That's not what I expected to happen. She clicked Toxic, so on predicting Gligar, I guess. I can actually click Sonos here, and it does good chunks of whatever wants to come in on that. It's not Scarf, because you don't run Scarf with Toxic, and even if it's Scarf, I get Toxic. So I'm just going to click Volt, Switch. Oh, Trick Room. Idiot. Absolute idiot. That's actually really bad. That's super bad. I've just got completely thrown off by that misclick. Okay. Oh, I've actually just thrown. I've hard thrown that. Okay. New Wincon is banded Rillaboom. Okay. That was just a cataclysmic couple of turns. Oh god. Okay, Trick Room just really threw me off there. Right, so Aero's dead. Literally. Aero is literally dead. So that's great. I have 2 hits in Aero. So I can't really... I mean, I can click home. I can't really click Home Claws, though. That's not happening. Oh, that's so annoying. I've literally just thrown my Wincon there completely. It's not my only Wincon. Rillaboom can win this game. Definitely. Rotom Heat is actually rolled currently on dying to Grassy Glide from Rillaboom, so that's kind of that's something at least. This is really good though, because it's under non-Trick Room. It's faster than Rotom. Oh, I can't believe I've done that. It's faster. It's faster than Slowbro. It's faster than Toxtricity as well. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go into Heatran here. I'm so annoyed about that. I've just completely choked those first 5 turns completely. Okay, sub from Mawile. That's fine. So I'm just gonna Flamethrower. I don't want to mess around with this thing. Could SD. Might switch, but it's like I'm not risking clicking Toxic on this sub Mawile. Focus Punch. That's fighting. I'm dead. Oh, Choppleberry saved me. Choppleberry saved me. Okay, I'm having an interesting time. I'm having a very bad time. This is... Oh, shut up, Discord. This is not going well for me at all. That's a really good set. That's a really good set. I'm playing awfully right now. I'm having a not fun time. I'm gonna click Toxic on the Chansey here. There's no way she stays in. Absolutely no way. If she does, that's just kind of a god tier play. But yeah, Slowbro actually comes in here, so Slowbro will get Toxic. That's fine. I might go Kirim this time. But no, the Trick Room is cool. The Trick Room is cool. But no, like, she probably clicks Trick Room again, right? So I could just do this and click Glide, and everything kind of gets 2-shot. Unless I get burned. If I get burned, that's just not good. Basically. I'm getting this. These first 8 turns have been absolutely awful for me. Absolutely awful. Like, categorically awful. And no, I think Rillaboom is the good switch here again. Yeah, Trick Room goes up. It's a really good set. It's a really cool idea. It's a really cool idea. Unfortunately, from her perspective, I think everything gets 2-shot by Glide. How much does top? Yeah, everything. Everything gets 2-shot by Glide right now, apart from fully physically defensive Chansey. So, I'm clicking Glide. Rotom he gets 2-shot here. It almost died, anyway. But I'm just going to Glide again here. And that's Rotom down. So we beat the thing that was meant to check. Yeah, so she goes Tox here. I do apologise. She goes Tox here. Rotom's now dead, so I can just switch this in to like Gligar in on this every time. Boom Burst, that's Specs. Okay, good to know. I basically lose. This match has just been absolutely atrocious. Pretty much in every way. Oh my god. I'm just going to Roost in case she decides not to kill me here. And then I'm going to go Aero and click Earthquake. Yeah. Okay. Specs Boom Burst. Yeah, I'm getting obliterated right now. I'll put it that way. I mean, okay, so here's what I'm going to do. My Earthquake is really, really obvious. Like, really, really obvious. Just, like, incredibly, incredibly obvious right now. I'm actually going to Hone Claws here, I think. Because what does she go into? No, because if she goes Mawile, I don't want to do that. She might also... No, she's not going to sack this, surely. Like, there's a switch coming here, right? Because this thing just dies. Like, this thing just hard dies. If I click Hone Claws, she's not going to go Mawile, because Earthquake is the play right now. She goes Chansey, or she goes Slowbro. I can get a chunk off on one of those. And then Rillaboom comes back in and gets another kill. Although I get the same effect by just Earthquaking twice as well, so yeah. Like, I just get the same effect by Earthquaking twice, right? So yeah, it's like... Yeah, because I'm not locked, so I can Earthquake and then Stone Edge. Or Dual Wing Beat, yeah. So I'm going to Earthquake, just make the basic play, go Slowbro. I should have Hone Clawsed, that's fine. I get one more hit here, so I'm just going to... I'm going to Dual Wing Beat here. And just get that play off. Yeah, going to Dual Wing Beat. Does about the same as Earthquake, actually. So I die. Trick Room goes up. But I can just go Rillaboom here. And Gallade gets a kill. So it's like I'm not in a good position, but Rillaboom can unironically bring this back. I just have to play my sacks here, really. I do just have to play my sacks and try and get Rillaboom to win this game. Nidoking dies to 2. Yeah. There's no way. So Kyurem now just goes in. I live 1 Mawile hit, I think, with Kyurem, so I can just do that. This Rillaboom, for being the 6th member of the team, is putting in a lot of work right now. God, no, this is... Toxtricity dies to 2 as well. Yeah. Oh, that's a... Oh, it's leftover. Oh, no, I actually don't. I actually don't. We're not risking that. Surely not. We're not risking that. I need this thing. But now everything just kind of dies. So, yeah, Heatran goodbye. Yeah, Heatran goodbye. Trick Room's actually up, so the mutant is faster. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna Heat Crash, as I said before, because like Mawile is such an obvious play on her end here. So I'm gonna Heat Crash, predicting Mawile. Goes Nidoking. This dies anyway. And actually, if you keep setting Trick Room, Guzzlord can kind of put in the work here. I like how I get attack boost as well. I didn't think about that. I like how I get attack boosts. Oh no, Mawile comes in here, yeah. I didn't think this through, really. I feel like you win anyway. I played the first 5 terribly. I played the first 5 turns terribly. I just threw away the Aerodactyl. Like, I just threw away Aerodactyl so easily. I am so annoyed. Kyurem's actually less useful. That's the funny part. Oh my god. Actually, no. Wait. I don't live. I don't live. I'd never live this. There isn't a chance I live this. Because Glide doesn't do anywhere near enough. I have HP. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this roll. Yeah, like I take 250%. Oh, I can be faster. Okay, so there's a couple of plays here. Kyurem, I assume, doesn't live either. No. I have to be faster. Rillaboom does live 1. Oh, I hate this. I'm actually match HP as well. Yeah, Rillaboom does live, so I don't have to. So what is more useful is the question. It's Guzzlord, isn't it? Like, it is Guzzlord that's more useful because under Trick Room I'm faster. Like, actually, because if she sets Trick Room again, Guzzlord actually kind of wins. So Kyurem is the sack. Yeah. Oh. It might not even die to 2 though. That's the problem. or a high horsepower, and guarantee you get that kill, and then bring Goslord in on whatever wants to come in after that. Does high horsepower actually do enough though? That's the only other thing. If it doesn't, then that's a pointless play. It does. So I'm fast struck on a high horsepower. Toxtricity lives Glide. And it's probably faster than me. So Guzzlord can beat that. Yeah, this match just went so awfully for me in the first 5 turns. Surely she doesn't switch, like, but I think Glide is safer because there's no priority on. No, there's a Mawile Sucker Punch, but I out-prioritize that. I out-prioritize Sucker Punch because I'm faster naturally. So yeah, Glide is the better play, and she switched anyway. Yeah, like if there's a T-wave coming, I just have to not get paralyzed. Pretty much. If there's a T-wave coming, I have to just not get paralyzed. So oh, this is not the match I wanted to play. This is not the match I wanted to play. I can't believe I just threw away arrow like that. Toxic, okay. I think that's okay. I don't really know, to be honest. I'm pretty sure she wins this. I can't believe I threw arrow away like that. I'm so mad at myself for throwing arrow away like that. I can't believe I did that. No, that doesn't change anything. Mawile still doesn't kill me. Yeah, Mawile still does not kill me. Mawile can still not kill me. That doesn't change anything. Sub? That's a misplay. She lived another. I just have to get lucky on the roll. It's actually a roll. Because Guzzlord beats the last 2. It's a roll. I probably... I live Focus Punch, right? No, I don't. Yeah, that's GG. I don't... That was probably a roll. What was I at? So, yeah, no, that wasn't a roll, actually. Focus Punch is powerful, Jesus. Yeah. I just played so badly those first 5 turns. Ah! The thing is, I'm going to get 3-0'd here. But Guzzlord actually beats the last 2. So that's at least something. I'm not faster though. There's no way she's actually so little speed. I can't even spell. I've spelled entirely. Oh my god, she's min speed. No way. Oh my god. Stomping Tantrum kills. And she won't kill me. Oh my god, Guzzlord. Oh my god, Guzzlord. Oh my god, Guzzlord. Oh my god, Guzzlord. What on earth? What the hell? What? this does 40. So it only does 40. Oh my god, Goslord. Holy moly. Oh my god. Goslord. What the actual hell? What? Oh my god. Well, okay, so for a bit of context, last week I had the... Oh... Oh my god. Jeez. My god. I don't believe that. If I'd stayed in and heat crashed earlier, I actually 3-0'd there. If I'd stayed in and heat crashed earlier. But I didn't think the Marwar would be... Oh, because it's Minspeed Marwar because it's a Trick Room team. Oh my god. Jesus, I mean... Massive props to Pulsar, not Pulsar, Pulsie. I'm reading the showdown name. Massive props to Pulsie there. That team, that build was really, really cool with the Trick Room and the with the Trick Room there. That's so interesting. And the Focus Punch, the sub Focus Punch Mobile. That is such good prep, and worked so well. I really thought I'd lost that. I really thought I'd lost that. I cannot believe I won that game. So yeah, so last week I had the Manaphy thumbnail ready to go. I just searched for like art of the Pokemon. I had that ready to go because I was like, my game plan should hopefully work for Manaphy. I had one up for Aerodactyl for this game. Goslord's getting it now. Oh my god. I don't believe that. I cannot believe that. Wow. Wow. Whew. Well, that was I need to go and get my my breath back now, I guess. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Wow. Jeez. Okay, so we moved to 3-0. What the heck? Okay, so we moved to 3-0 and yeah, so next week we play Orange. So the get your clickbait titles ready for that one. Yeah, but no, massive props to Pulsie there. I was really on the ropes there. Really clever team build. Wow. I'm literally in disbelief. I can't believe I won that game. But yeah, so thank you for watching, everybody. I'm gonna go and calm down. Goodbye.